You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee, DJ Envy is in Africa. Got my guy in the building, man. He came bearing gifts. Alan Maldonado is here.
Hey, man, appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. This is very nice packaging and everything.
Hey, come on now, man. My head of marketing, Lamont Stevens, put it together. I appreciate it, man.
This is for Everybody Digital.
Yeah, Everybody Digital, the short film app. Yeah, appreciate it.
What exactly is Everybody Digital? Because I know that's your app, but what exactly is it?
Oh, man. Well, in a nutshell, it's basically the short film version of Netflix.
Okay.
So we've been curating short films from around the world, award-winning films. We have original content, short films, digi-series, docu-series, basically everything that Netflix does, but 20 minutes or less.
Got you.
Oh, okay, so that's because I was wondering, what's the definition of a short film? Like, how short does it have to be? So it's 20 minutes or less?
20 minutes or less for us.
Okay.
Yeah. Because, I mean, the average short film, I think they could say is like the less than 30 minutes or something like that. Mm-hmm. But for our app, it's 20 minutes.
You can call that a sketch now with social media.
Exactly. But that's the thing with people overlook short films, is that everything that's short form now stems from short films. Being that, before, trailers replaced them, short films before feature films back in the day. You would watch the little animated stuff and everything like that. And now, we got Instagram and Vine replacing that. So we look to kind of bridge the gap between short films and short form content.
And you're passionate about that because clearly you've directed and starred in short films, and you said they have a short life.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're doing. We're resurrecting a life of short films, being that after a 12, 15-month window for short film festivals, you just fall off a cliff. Mm-hmm. There's no further distribution and no concentrated outlet for short films. And usually when you make a short film, it's like basically taking a bag of money and throwing it in the fireplace. You're just burning that thing up. So I'm with Everybody Digital. I look to create an industry for short films. So in 2 years, we'll be able to be like Netflix and license all of our short film and be able to make, all of our short film makers that have a career and make money from short films.
That's a good point, though, because there's no place for short films. So how are you going to make money off them?
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what I'm building a platform for. So everybody out there, if you got a short film, visit everybodydigital.com. Submit your films. We're curating right now, and we're building this platform.
You better get mad sex tapes now. Now, Alan, you one of those people who, even if they don't know your face, you do a lot of work in Hollywood.
Man, I appreciate that. Man.
I mean, give them some of your credentials, just a few.
Man. I guess from Young and the Restless starting to The Equalizer with Denzel, to Straight Outta Compton, to Blackish, to You're the Worst, and most recently in the Last O.G. with Tracy Morgan, man.
And you write for Survivor's Remorse.
Yes. I write for Survivor's Remorse, and I'm currently writing for the Last O.G. too. So I'm writing and starring on the show.
You've been in a bunch of movies. Let's not forget that classic Ringside.
Oh, Ringside. Yeah. My man. Charlamagne, I gotta plug my man. Charlamagne was hyping me out. That's word.
I was his hype man in Ringside.
That's right, man.
Okay.
We killed it.
We killed it. TV1.
That's right.
Russ Paul,
Let's go. Yeah, the Oscar award winning Ringside. You know what I'm saying? So
they overlooked us. We got snubbed.
Yeah, we got snubbed. It's all right.
I'm excited for the Last O.G. though. I actually saw the trailer for it, and I'm from Brooklyn.
Okay.
And so I understand like how gentrified Brooklyn is right now.
Yeah.
So in it, Tracy Morgan goes to jail for 15 years and he comes back to Brooklyn and things are completely different.
Yeah, completely different. In my character, I play Cousin Bobby. I'm like the bridge between his past and his future. Being that we're family and I'm, related to his best friend that passed, who was my brother. And I kind of get him reacclimated with society and, bring him up to speed with smartphones, to dating, to helping him, with his newfound family with his girlfriend who's played by Tiffany Haddish, Shay, and his newfound two twins.
Right.
So it's a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff happening at once.
So the twins got to be teenagers.
Yeah, they're 15.
Yeah, because he was in jail. Because if not, something's wrong.
Exactly. Yeah, it don't add up. It don't add up.
Now, I know you're a great actor, but you're born and raised in Cali.
Yeah.
So how do you play Cousin Bobby in Brooklyn? Like, what was that
like?
Oh,
man, I'm born in California, but my family's from Harlem.
Oh,
Wagner Projects, everybody out there, what up, MEN, you know what I'm saying? So I grew up in, the summers in Harlem since I was like 7 years old. So being able to take those experiences and add it to the character was easy for me.
Can you imagine what it would be like to not be here for the past 15 years and then come home and all the things, how different life is from 15 years ago?
That's happening every day.
Word.
B.
When I go back to Harlem, it's just like that. When I was 7, the streets was flooded with people. I go back, it's like a ghost town. It's not even the same energy, man. So I could definitely understand being in jail coming back.
And technology.
Yeah. It's interesting. I think that's what's really dope about the show. We touch on that, and then also we touch on the fact that it's about second chances, about this individual that was convicted and in jail and is a felon now, and how he has to operate in society now, and how difficult that is. So we definitely touch on that.
I wonder what Tracy channeled, because this is kind of like a second chance for him too.
Exactly.
In a way, you know
exactly.
What I mean?
It is, man. And what's really dope about the show is that a lot of the incidents, a lot of the scenes that we put in the show are from real situations that happen in his life. Like there's a scene where it's a guy that's breaking up a fight holding a baby.
Yikes.
That really happened. Like that's one of the stories Trey tell all the time about him growing up. So we got different funny situations that are real life and what's really real and what really happened to Tracy.
Now with all these names attached, Jordan Peele, Tracy Morgan, you know, the emergence of Tiffany Haddish rising the way she has. Do you feel the pressure for the Last O.G. to be a hit?
You know what? I don't really feel the pressure for it being a hit. I think it feels right. You know, it just really feels like it's the perfect time. It's the perfect comeback story for Tracy, as this is his story. You know, I'm just fortunate. I'm just fortunate to be a part of a project with, you know, these big heads and everybody exploding the way they're exploding, with Jordan Peele winning the Oscar, Tiffany blowing up, Tracy's come back. We got Cedric the Entertainer. We can't forget that. Man, I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Because you don't want to be the black show that flops right now.
Come on, don't do that.
I'm just saying.
Come on, Charlamagne, don't do that.
That's so weird.
Like black people moving right now.
We moving right
You know
now.
what I mean?
We moving. Don't do that. But yeah, we not gonna do that. We not gonna do that.
Did you write on?
We not gonna be the what?
Did you write on Survivor's Remorse from the first season on?
The third and the fourth.
Third and fourth.
I was on there as an actor the second season, and then joined the writing staff the third and fourth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about how because I always watch that show. So when Mike Epps was on, I miss having him on there still.
Yeah, it was tough. But I had nothing to do with that. I had nothing to do with that. Yeah, no, I ain't kill him off.
Didn't write that part?
Nah, I came in and discovered like, oh, so he did? I was like, oh, okay, wow, this is gonna be interesting.
Now, what about Superfly? You're also gonna be in that.
Yeah, it's dope, man. We shot that in January, which is crazy. They're coming out in June. They knocking that thing out. I play a character named Liddy. I play a trap rapper. People are not gonna recognize me because I got tattoos over my face, like dreadlocks. It's
can
dope.
rap?
Well, yeah, a little bit. I'm an actor. I'm an actor that can rap. You know what I'm saying? But no, you ain't about to have me freestyle up here with Charlamagne looking at me crazy. I ain't about to do that. We ain't about to do that, Charlamagne.
So Superfly is a modern day version, I guess.
Yeah, it's not like a remake. It's, you know, we call it more of a remix.
Gotcha.
You know, it's not like it's not a period piece or anything like that. It's set in modern time. So yeah, I'm excited to see how it came out.
It's you and Trevor Jackson's in it and Jason.
Yeah,
Mitchell.
Trevor, Jason Mitchell. Yeah,
That's like a fun. And you were in Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah. So we got to reunite it in this film as well.
What was the most fun that you've ever had? Like, because you're obviously working with some really fun people.
Yeah. The most fun. I mean, Denzel, of course, was a game changer. You know, just to follow and watch somebody that's been in the game so long, and you just learn and listen and watch. I worked with Sir Ben Kingsley in a Marvel project. Ooh. I was an Iron Man. I was an Iron Man villain. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Fletcher Higgs. I was a part of like the Flying Horseman or something like that.
Okay.
It was an Easter egg we did. It was what when he played the Mandarin. When Sir Ben played the Mandarin, we did a short for the Thor DVD.
Okay.
Are you a Marvel fan?
Yeah, I'm a Marvel fan. Yeah, definitely. I would love to be in them. I mean, I was in that little small piece, but I wanted to really let that, you know, character expand. Hopefully, you know, put that out there. Marvel hit my line. You know what I'm saying?
Did you audition for Black Panther at all?
No, I didn't get a part of that one. But yeah, I ain't there yet.
I see you have like 6 projects about to come out.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just made that number up, but it's a lot.
I mean, I got a lot of stuff I'm developing as a writer. I got a lot of stuff that I'm, you know, creating for the app. I got a lot of stuff that, you know, we got the films. We got a film called First Match that's actually coming out tomorrow on Netflix.
Right, I saw in People Magazine.
Yeah, we got number 2. Yeah, we got number 2. Like, I mean, that's my everywhere. I'm everywhere. So from writing to direct, I'm directed the series for Google called God Complex. That's coming out later this year. So I just been getting my hands in everything.
You got a summer camp for at-risk teens too, right?
Yes, Demo Nerds, man, is something that I started 5 years ago that's really dear to my heart. We've been working with foster kids and at-risk youth. We teach them acting and film. We do a 2-week camp where the first week we teach them acting, and the second week they get to create their own short film.
That's exciting.
The last day we have a red carpet gala. They get dressed up in suits. I invite press. We do a screening, invite their friends and family. It's very transformative for these kids, you know?
I bet. I know those kids are going to go on to do some great things in life.
I hope so, man. I hope that it's bigger than just teaching them acting. It's about them really finding themselves as individuals, and that's what we really, are excited about with these kids.
What made you want to do that?
I was one of those kids, man.
Okay.
And visual represent. You want to try the brownies? And visual.
I didn't know what it was. I
yeah.
thought it was wet wipes.
No, they're brownies. They're brownies. But I was one of those kids. I was one of the kids that I think visual representation is everything. Being that I was blessed with a lot of individuals that kind of showed me the way. They didn't really tell me, but kind of showed me. I always shout out Kenya Barris. He's one of my mentors.
What up, Kenya?
Yeah, what up? As a writer, I never saw. My first writing mentor was Michael Caine. He wrote All the Right Moves with Tom Cruise. He's a 6-year-old white man, and I wrote with him for years. But I never really saw myself in that position.
Right.
I met Kenya doing this project for BET, and he was a writer, and I pretty much saw his life change in 8 months from when he talked about Blackest to creating it. And just watching that put me in a position like, wow, the things that I knew as a writer and things that I was taught, I never really used them until I saw him, somebody that looked like me, talk like me, do it. And that inspired me to do everything I'm doing, from the app to me being a writer and being a writer for the Last O.G. now. So for me, being in the community and letting these kids see an individual that's from the same neighborhood, that walk and talk like them, is bigger than anything else I could do. So that's what the whole program is about for visual representation. We're looking to do a camp in May where I'm inviting a lot of industry folk out so they can learn about different things that they may not, like script supervisors, set directors, prop masters, people that you don't get, the spotlight, but make a great living, and these kids don't even know these jobs even exist. So
see, that's dope.
That's what
and then
it's
the Breakfast
about.
Club can come and interview them when they do their
See, there we
press
go.
run.
Put the blessing. There it is. There it is.
How can they sign up for that?
Go to demonerds.com. Demonerds.com. If you want to volunteer, if you want to participate, please go to the website.
Now, Alan, are these special brownies or?
You
just weed in them?
There's no weed in these. There's no weed in these.
I just want to make sure I don't want to
But everybody asked that. Everybody asked that.
I gotta make sure you from Cali.
Yeah, no,
Why
yeah.
brownies? That's a different type of promotion.
You know what? Definitely give a shout out to Grayston Bakery. The reason we partner with them is because they service and they allow a lot of inmates and convicts, and they give them jobs. So that's a lot of the partnerships that we've been doing. Have been with companies that do that cater to inmates and felonies and giving them a second chance.
Now you spoke about Kenya. What do you think of Black-ish's impact on the culture? Because you are a recurring cast member of Black-ish.
Yeah. I think it's important. I think it's what was needed. It's definitely been a trailblazer for all of the shows that's come on after and during their conception. It's important for us to see us as human beings, and I think that's what Black-ish does. And I like the way what we do on the show is kind of even till. Like we basically don't pick a side.
Right.
We tried our best to voice everybody's opinion about whatever issue we talk about, and then be able to talk about serious issues but inject comedy in it. So it's a very special show. Again, one of those things, I'm just blessed to be a part of something like that iconic and that legendary and that for the culture. It's a beautiful show.
How have y'all kept it from getting whitewashed? Because I've never watched Black-ish and been like, that ain't how we do it.
I mean, you got to get that up to Kenya and the writers, man. They're incredible over there. They fought for stuff. Like, I remember when we did the N-word episode, I was like, oh, we really doing this? Like,
I remember
we
that.
really can say this? We really said the N-word? And we did. That was like, wow, and ABC didn't give us no pushback. So yeah.
They just pushed back on one, though. They pushed back on the NFL kneeling, I think.
Yeah,
they
didn't ever air that one, right?
No. I heard about that. I don't know what and why that didn't come out. But usually they let us do whatever we want.
For Survivor's Remorse, do you know a lot about basketball and the NBA?
Oh, I love basketball. Yeah. That was my first love until I found out they don't teach height. So yeah, they don't teach height. So I was like, I got to find something else, and acting was it. But basketball was my love.
Did you get to consult with LeBron when you write on the
show? You know
or
what? Every time LeBron came to the office, every time LeBron was on set, I missed him. Like when I went to Atlanta for different things, he would be flying out or whatever.
He'd be like, "Oh, Alan's gone
already." Right, exactly. But I met Mav. Mav was great. Mav came down and gave us a lot of insight as far as what was going on and what was going on in the game as far as what we can add to the show. He was very heavily a part of everything. But every time we shot, it was during the season, so LeBron was never really there like that.
How is it working for I don't say working for, but I know Future's producing Superfly.
Yeah.
And LeBron is the EP of Survivor's Remorse. What do you think of people from the outside of Hollywood getting into Hollywood?
I love it, man. I love it. Everybody getting their checks, man. You know what I'm saying? And expanding on their artistry. I love what LeBron has built. You know what I'm saying? Being able to be in the NBA still and build this big, empire of other entities from TV to film. He got documentaries. He's got the is Undefeated his too? Is Undefeated? Is that there with Spring Hill?
I don't think so.
But definitely Spring Hill. I love them boys over there, man. They doing a great job. Jamal, shout out to them. And especially like with Future getting into to the movies, like Pharrell doing Despicable Me, like all that stuff is for the culture. I think it's needed and it's important for us to be involved with film and television.
Are there some stories in your head that haven't been told yet that you feel like, okay, this is a project that would be my passion project?
You said what? I didn't get to it.
Any stories or ideas that you have in your head that you're like, okay, this story still has to be told and this is my passion project?
Wow. For me, a lot of the stuff that I write and create, it deals with a lot of biracial undertones, me being black and Puerto Rican. Yeah, so
you and Nori.
Yeah, right, exactly. I love was it Drink Champs? I love Drink Champs. But yeah, a lot of stuff that I narrate and a lot of stuff that I write deals with that concept and that POV. Like I have a concept for a show that I'm doing about myself and my family. I'm the only boy in 3 generations of women. I've been the most consistent man in 3 generations of women. My mother, my sister, my 5 nieces. Shout out to my family and now my great niece. And I'm the only dude there. So imagine Full House, but just one guy.
So you're a great uncle.
Yes, I'm a great uncle, man. Shout out to Aubrey, man. Love you, baby girl. Yeah.
Do you think, so when people ask you, oh, what are you? You say, I'm mixed.
I just say I'm black and Puerto Rican. That's what I do.
Afro-Latino.
Yeah. So that's usually how I just specify, nothing deep about it, but just the different things that we, as we go through as biracial individuals, that sometimes you don't feel black enough, sometimes you don't feel Puerto Rican enough, right. And you tend to kind of just stay in this kind of blank space.
Yeah, I'm black and Asian, and I know some people would be like, oh, she's not even black.
Right.
Like, how am I not black?
Right. So I want to tell more stories like that because that's what I know, and that was one thing that Kenya, stressed, like write what you know.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't know you almost died at the age of 21.
Yeah. I was hit by a drunk driver, man. I was walking. He was going 65 miles an hour in a BMW Roadster. I flew in the air, landed on my face. I almost lost my bottom lip. My right leg was broke. My spine was curved. It was crazy, man. Like you couldn't even look at me. Like that's how distorted my face was. But it's through the grace of God I'm here. And my testimony is when I fully recovered and the last stitch fell out of my mouth, I booked 3 TV shows in 1 week.
Damn.
Yeah. So
you was acting at that time.
Yeah, I was in Young and the Restless. I was Young and the Restless. I thought I made it.
How is that soap opera life?
It's the acting Olympics is what I like to call
every single day, right?
Every day, and then like you go from the makeup chair to the set, you got a whole new script. Like you like, okay, now all of a sudden I'm black, now I'm Latin when I get to the set. Like it's crazy. Like I love Young and the Restless for it. But literally that was my first big role, my first big break. I thought I made it out the hood. Shout out to the Vineyards, Rialto, California. I was doing it. I thought I made it. Then I got hit by the car and everything kind of fell apart.
They fired you after that?
I mean, they didn't fire me. I literally got the role, and I was only guaranteed 3 episodes. Wow. It ended up doing 17.
Okay.
I didn't get the role that I auditioned for, but the executive producer liked me so much, he created the role for me. But it was only supposed to be like a 3-episode arc and end up doing 17. And then the accident happened and ended all that.
I've never been into soap opera, so you got to tell me on The Young and the Restless, what was your role?
I played a character named Jamal, which was like, I played Jamal in like 7 different projects. That's like the only black name that they know. Like I've been Jamal in 8 different things. But I ran like the community center for Victor Newman. And yeah, I was kind of like the middleman between everybody's beef and whatever the drama was. I was the person that they came to and talked to, and then talked about the other person. I just counsel them through stuff. But yeah, it was a dope little situation, but it ended short because of the accident.
How'd you not get depressed? Like, how did you not stay down on yourself after
the accident? What's crazy, I never was upset, and as crazy as that makes sense, like when I was a kid, I was always the pretty boy in the neighborhood. Like, you couldn't touch my face, you couldn't do anything. Like, you touch my face, it's a fight. We fighting. And my face was like destroyed. And I was never upset. And then my faith just grew tremendously to a point where it drives me now where I'm fearless. Like I literally know nothing on this earth can kill me. When my time is up, my time is up. I'm fearless in that sense. So whenever I do anything, whatever I want, I stem from that accident, and that drives me to do whatever I want. My brother over there, he talks to me all the time. He's like, this fool is crazy. He think he can do whatever like, he's fearless. And the things that I approach, and the things like me creating the app, like doing all these different things that people say, oh, you can't do it by yourself. But I just take from that accident and really build on the fact that, I'm here for a purpose.
Right.
Did you and Tracy, I guess, bond over those near-death experiences?
Yeah, he didn't know. We was like 2 weeks in the shooting before we finally had a conversation about it, and it was crazy how we are so similar in so many different situations, and that being one major part of it, that we have a different look on life. Like the grass is greener, the sky is bluer for some reason. When you know that you don't have forever. You don't have forever, man. And like my whole mindset is simple, is that if I die and I look down on myself, can I honestly ask myself that I gave everything I want for my dreams? Right. And if every night I don't go to sleep saying that, I didn't work hard enough. So that's why I'm up to 2-3 o'clock in the morning, wake up at 6. So
it's a second chance for you too.
Exactly. So and me and Tracy had a real good, bonding moment in regards to that. But the crazy thing about with Tracy, it was an instant connection as soon as I met him. Like at the screen test, when I first met Tracy, at the audition process, the door opens. He's like, yo, cousin Bobby. And we improv for 15 minutes straight from me walking through the door. We did not touch one line in the audition.
Wow.
For my last audition with Tracy, we did not say one line. We didn't do not one scene from the audition. Like our chemistry was that just instant. And I think that's what's so going to be special about the show. And I'm very blessed and fortunate to, for my OG to be Tracy, being that we share similar, upbringing, similar stories growing up, coming from, these rough areas and surviving and being able to, find joy and laughter out of it all.
What about Tiff?
Tiff, oh, that's my girl.
Yeah.
Tiff is my girl, man. Cali. We did a project for MTV like 5-6 years ago that never saw the light of day.
What was it?
It was like a dating show where we like reenact everybody, like this happened, this crazy, and this happens, and we would reenact whatever happened. And I met her then, and she was incredible time, so it was hilarious. So being teamed back with her, it was just like, it was family.
All right.
Now, being in Hollywood as long as you have, with all these stories coming out about these producers, managers, agents.
Yeah, I know it's getting tough right now. Let me lean back. Hold on.
Was this something that you were aware of, or were you surprised when you heard all these stories?
No, I'm not surprised. I mean, you hear about it all the time because it's bigger than just the entertainment industry. Just it's tough for women. Period. In any job. Anything that they do in life, man. So in hearing it in such a way with the entertainment business, I'm not shocked at all. Like it is what it is, and it's unfortunate, and I'm glad that everything is, being, turned upside down as far as giving people, giving women power. Like like I said, I'm one boy in a family of 10 women, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
yikes.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, and that's all that I talk about is, protecting yourself and being strong and understanding that as Black women, and it's gonna be you got it 2 times harder, So you got to work harder, you got to be better, you got to be strong, you got to be smarter just to get to the starting line, not even to finish the race. So I'm happy that everybody, the attention has been brought to it. Right,
and that changes are being made.
Yeah, changes are being made.
Or the Last O.G, April 3rd.
Yeah, April 3rd, man. TBS, man. Yes.
What time?
10:30.
10:30.
10:30.
Well, Alan, man, continued success, my brother.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate it. I was surprised. I was surprised. I was like, it's Tracy's Tip. They're gonna be like, I'm low key around here, man. I'm around the way famous. You know what I'm saying? People always get confused.
You have a lot of work under your belt.
I do.
I want to make sure that people do. I love the app that you have out too. I think that's a great idea. Everybody digital. So.
But I mean, you're one of those people that you've been putting in so much work. It's only a matter of time. You just that one roll away from everybody being like, oh, that's Alan Maldonado.
Yeah.
Right now, it's like, oh, that's the nigga from Blackish.
right.
That's the nigga from Last O.G. Oh, that nigga from Straight Outta Compton. But you're one roll away. That's it.
Man, thank you, man. I appreciate it. But thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Alan Maldonado, it's The Breakfast Club.